Who has higher expectations typically, men or women? And who is most likely or most willing to adjust their expectations?
um, I think it really depends on the person. And I think that the expectations are higher in different areas. I think for men, the expectations are very high around physical appearance. And I think for the younger generation, especially because they're growing up on all of these thirst traps that are posted on social media, and they're seeing all of these girls just posting, all of these really provocative pictures that have been filtered, that have been, it took them 30 shots to get that one shot that they put up. And so when they see people in real life and what they really are like on a day-to-day basis, they have these very unrealistic expectations. And I think that's different from in the past when you saw many more people in real life than you do now, where you're seeing more people online most of the time. And I think for women, the expectations are, I think it's confused with feminism. So feminism is great. I'm a feminist. But I think that feminism is not this person has to meet all of these criteria that are not really human. And I go through them in the book, the kinds of things that people say. And I have all these surveys in the book about the kinds of things people say they're looking for and they're not finding the right person. And I talk about this study that Barry Schwartz did. He wrote The Paradox of Choice. And he looked at the difference between maximizers and satisficers. And this applies to dating as much as anything else. But, the way it doesn't apply, the way that you can look at it, the way he did in his study was, he said, look, if you go into a store and you want to get some jam and they have 30 different varieties, most people just leave because they can't choose. They get anxious. They don't know what to pick. It's not like more is better. If you have two different choices, it's easy. You say, oh, I like this one. And you're really happy with it. The people who did choose from the 30, they're less happy because they're trying to maximize. And then when they taste it and they go home with it, they think, oh, I wonder what that other one would have tasted like, because there were so many choices. The person who picked from one of the two is very happy with their choice. So if you look at the kind of dating analogy, it's like, I like to use in the book, I talk about a sweater. Say you want a sweater and you know exactly what you want. It needs to be this material so it's not itchy. This color looks good on you. This is the right size. This is the right price. This is the style you're looking for. You go into a store and you find it. The satisficer will buy it, be really happy that they found it, and really enjoy it for a very long time. The maximizer will say, oh, I found this, but while I'm at the mall, I might as well just put this one, back on the shelf, and I will go look at a few other stores to see if I can find something that's maybe a little, like the color is a little bit better, or the prices, maybe there's something on sale, or maybe there's something that's a slightly different material. And they keep looking, and then they find something that's maybe slightly better in their mind, and they buy it. They're less happy with it because then it took them all this anxiety and energy to find it. And then they find it and they're always looking over their shoulder. Well, maybe there's another one. Maybe there's a better one. Maybe there's a different one. And the next time they're walking and they pass a store window, they think, I should have gotten that one. So maximizers think that they're putting in all the research to find the thing that's going to make them happiest, but going through that process makes them unhappy, not only by going through that process, but when they get the thing that they decide on. So with dating, we want to be satisficers, which means we have very high standards. It's not like, oh, I'm satisfied, that's enough. It's like you're satisfied because your standards are very high. But you're not always looking over your shoulder to wonder what you're missing out on. You're not always in this state of FOMO.